guitar sessions today, what we're going to do is we're going to tackle impossible guitar stuff. So whenever you have something that we think that's impossible, it's a big thing that we can't get over, what we got to do is decompose the whole process of what's going on here. And it's called, in learning theories, decomposition means taking something impossible and breaking it down into its parts. That is its various different parts. So each one of those parts in itself is not hard. It's something that's attainable, we'll say. It may take practice, but that's all good. We want to practice. So now what we're going to talk today about, first thing, lead guitar. Okay, when I was a kid, lead guitar was like, we grew up in a time when all the lead guitar players were posters in our bedrooms, and they were like I guess with the video game kids. I don't know who's your heroes. Who's the heroes? I don't know. Like nowadays, maybe sports people and video and YouTubers and all that kind of stuff. To me, it was Jimmy Page, it was Ace Frehley. I had a Nancy Wilson poster and Randy Rhoads. These were all guys, and these are the people I looked up to. So I thought what they did was impossible. And really, what you got to do is you got to say, okay, let's break it down into what's actually going on, and we can do this. I'm sure of it. So, with that said, first thing you want to do is you want to learn a scale, and you want to think in terms of a key. So, rock guitar players, pop guitar players, blues guitar players, jazz guitar players, R&B guitar players, we all like our minor keys, our dominant keys. So we can use this scale is really versatile. It is your minor pentatonic scale. If you know anything about Boomer guitar sessions, you know that I love using the minor pentatonic scale to get you to start playing something that is not written in tablature. So what it is in A minor pentatonic, and we're going to use this, everything we're going to do today is going to be in A minor. And it's not that hard. So it's going to be 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. So now, here's the deal. Whenever we practice a new technique, we practice it with that scale in mind. Okay, so when we learn the technique, we can put it into a scale, we can put the scale into a song, we can put it into a backing track or a jamming track, and we'll have some sort of musical way of putting all these various different things together. So first thing that I would practice is just get that scale down, all downstrokes. All downstrokes. So you start by getting the scale down to the point where it's not, you don't want to get it down till it's perfect, you want to get it down till you can't play it wrong. That's, somebody told me that, somebody wiser than me said that. I don't know who it was, but anyway, it's good advice. Get it down till you can't play it wrong. So with that said, when we get into playing actual stuff, we don't want to sound like a scale. We don't want to sound like this when we're getting into it, but we got to know where the notes are. What we want to do is we want to play melodies that are outlining these scales. And we want to use the techniques that all our favorite people, guitar players, guitar heroes used. Angus Young, Pat Travers, Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, Jeff Beck, Eddie Van Halen, name it. They all use the same kind of techniques. So that's what we're going to talk about. So each one of these isn't that hard. That's the important thing. So once we get our downstrokes going, try your down up picking, okay? Then we're done with picking for the time being. Okay, next thing is what we call hammer-ons. So the idea of hammer-ons is that this is in what we call slurs. The activity is we're combining the, I'm clubbing that third finger. goal becomes, okay, let's create melodies that use that. Opposite of a hammer-on is a pull-off. So hammer-ons and pull-offs happen a lot. Hammer-pull. Did it really quick, that's called a trill, but those are nothing more than hammer-ons and pull-offs. Okay, so the next thing, I got hammer-ons and pull-offs. Okay, what I could do what we call slide. Also, whenever I'm stalling on a note or I'm settling on a note, put some sting on that note. It's like what we learned from B.B. King. Okay, that's called vibrato. All right, next thing we got. Bending is a whole thing. We could spend a lot of time. We could spend a video on bending, and we will sometime, but not today. What I'm going to say now, what we want you to practice is just a whole step bend. What a whole step bend is this. That is our destination note that we're bending to. So I'm going to play this. Notice that I'm grabbing my guitar like it were a battle axe. When I do this, my thumb can come out underneath because we're not playing bar chords, we're not playing open chords. We're not trying to do dweedly stuff. We grab it and take it up to that pitch. Pressing it. So now we're getting kind of a stable of like little techniques that we can work with. So I'm trying to think of, well, I don't want to overcomplicate this. Okay, we have vibrato, we have hammer-ons, we have pull-offs, we have bending. Let's do a Chuck Berry lick. There we go. Let's try it again. That's the last part of this, is learning the licks of your favorite people. Like, we're learning these ideas, and each one of these ideas isn't that hard. It's combining it, and I can actually go, I can play other notes and other than the pentatonic. That note sounds really good. Learning the licks of your favorite players, taking their licks, not like they were words that have to be memorized in their exact form, but getting the idea of taking that and repurposing it. Whenever you steal a lick from somebody, if you don't repurpose it, you're treating the guitar like it were like in rock and blues, like it were classical music, and that's goofy. Don't do that. So the whole idea is taking these things that we learn in the melodies we play. We want to play phrases. And we want to take from our favorite players. We want to listen to what we got. We want to learn licks from them, not so we can play them exactly, but so we can get vocabulary. And so we can get the vocabulary, and then what? The big thing is repurposing it. We want to repurpose everything. We're not plagiarizing. We're taking it, and then we're throwing it into a blender, and we're mixing this guy and this guy, and then we're going for it. And we're taking all these easy things. And then we're going to combine them. So with that said, I'm going to jam a little bit for you and tell you what I'm talking about. And as I said, all I want to do here is play these simple things and playing melody, and playing melodies and phrases in the key of A minor over top of a A minor backing track. All right? So anyway, here we go. But you're playing melodies and you're playing music, and it's all build it up little bit by little bit and get your own sound and steal your own stuff, but then put it to use, put it together in your own way. All things you can do. These are easy. Each one of these, none of these are that hard. I know you can do this. If I could teach impossible things, I would be a superhuman, and I'm not. I wish I was, but I'm not. So anyway, this is Rod, Boomer Guitar Sessions. We'll do more stuff, talk about more things, more people, more ideas next time. See you later. Hi, this is Rod from Boomer Guitar Sessions. I personally wanted to thank you for being part of our community. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this helps me spread my musical messages to all over the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always remember, you can do this.